Alright, Jared, this video is for you. I have your Source 1 and your 5 Tiny Whoops. Let's start with the Source 1. So on this one, I had already built this for you and sent it to you, but you wanted some help with the modes. So you sent it back. I did set up the modes for you. I'm not going to turn it on or anything. I'll just show you. So this was always arm. Towards you is arm, away from you is disarm. And now this one is your flight modes. So all the way away from you is acro. Middle is horizon. And that's where if you go past like halfway on the stick, then it'll flip over. But then it'll come back around and it'll self-level. Okay, so you'll still be able to do tricks with horizon. And then all the way towards you will be angle mode, and that is completely self-level, no doing flips at all or anything. Alright, so that is that one, and it's named Source.
Welcome to OpenTX.
The name for this model is Source. And just below that is all the rest, the other 5. So we have Alien Red, Alien Yellow, Alien Black, Clear Roach, and Blue Roach. And you know, I put the colors for each one so you know which one is which. So so we'll just go in order. We'll start with the Alien Red. So this is a Alien Whoop Zero board. Let me get it out here. I'm gonna give you this box. I don't ever use it anymore, so it'll be nice to not only ship them to you in, but you could use it to carry them around in if you wanted to. So here's the red. So this one has the Chowly. I don't know if they're not. I don't know if they're the insane ones or not. They're the 6x15. I think they're the 17K, so they're pretty good. And then you got the Alien board, and then you have a XM on the bottom, and it's already bound up. And then you have the FX805 camera, and I got this mount for you just for this camera. It's meant for this camera, so it fits perfectly. And you can still access the button on the side here. So for this one, for all the Alien boards, it goes like this. You want this switch right here all the way towards you before you plug the quad in. Okay? And then to arm, you're going to just flip it all the way away from you. And that's to arm all the Alien boards. Okay? And then, let me see. You have 2 other auxiliaries. So SC is this one, that's arm, and then SA, I gotta see here real quick, SD, SC, SA, okay, that's SA right there. So this will be one flight mode, and then this back one back here, it'll be the other flight mode, and that's how it is for all 3 of the Alien boards. Away from you is arm, towards you is disarm on this switch. This is auxiliary 2, and this is auxiliary 3. It's the same across all 3 aliens, okay? So let me put a battery in here, and we'll show you the video, and we'll do a quick cover on each one of these. So you'll see the flashing LED in the back. It'll flash and then it'll go solid. Okay, now that means that it's ready when it goes solid. So let me flip arm. Alright, we got arm, so let's check the video real quick. There's your video. Alright. Here we go. Flying great. I love these alien boards. Besides them being a pain in the ass to set up, they fly great. Okay, so there's that one. Next we'll do the yellow. So everything's the same as the red one on the yellow one. Except for the motors, these are the Newbie Drone Gold motors. And everything else is the same. There's your video. The radio is too close to the quad, that's why it's still flashing. Oh, come on. Don't be like this. It's bound up. Oh, it's because I have the throttle up, duh. You gotta have the throttle all the way down. Sometimes I'm a retard. Okay, so we already saw the video. Let me make sure it arms. Alright. Yeah, you want to make sure you have the throttle all the way down, or else that LED is just gonna flash. And you won't be able to fly. Okay, here we go. God, these fly so smooth. Just so perfect. Alright, there's the yellow. Next up will be the black. This one was a pain in the ass because, oh, and on both of these, I forgot to mention, both of these had broken bottoms of the where the motors go in. You can see the cracks. I actually super glued them together, and I think I did a pretty good job. I mean, you can barely even tell on this one. Because I actually put super glue in the middle and then held it together with some vice grips, and it actually worked pretty good. On this one and that one. That one I did really good on. Alright. So, the black one, somebody had pulled off one of the motor plugs and flipped it around and then stuck it back on. So, I'm sitting here for an hour or two trying to get this thing to fly, and it just wouldn't fly. I had to move them. I moved the motors around twice, moved the props around twice, still wouldn't fly. I'm like, what the fuck? And then finally I compared the bottom of it to another alien board, and I was like, something doesn't look right. So I pulled it off, flipped it around, put it back, and then it flew great. So yeah, it's pretty messed up. So this one has the FX900 camera and VTX. It has these red motors. I'm not sure what the red ones are. They might be Lumineers. And then the alien board, and this is actually a D8 receiver, so you'll get telemetry on this one. And there's a lot more flight modes too that you can do. You just got to set up another auxiliary channel. There's your video. And it's flashing because I still have the throttle in the middle, so I'm going to drop the throttle. There we go, it went solid. Alright. Here we go. Ah! Dang it. Alright, here we go again. Oh shit, this one's in acro right now. Let me see, flip one of these switches and see. Okay, oh nope. That's almost like a Horizon mode. Whoa. Yeah, that was like a Horizon mode or something. I'm not sure. I mean, I sent you that picture of the different flight modes, so you know you can figure out how the modes are. I've never owned an Alien board before, so I don't know about the modes. But this one flies, and video works, so it's good to go. Okay, moving on. We got two more. Clear Roach. Okay, so this one, this one didn't have anything on it except for motors. So I went with a Newbie Drone B-Brain V2. I love this stack. I actually got a couple of them for myself, just because they're so easy to work with. I mean, all you gotta do is just stick it on, plug the motors in, bind it, and go fly. It's awesome. So this one actually hooks up to Betaflight. This one does too. So both of the cockroaches hook up to Betaflight. This one has, oh, I'll just go through them each. Okay, so B-Brain V2. Damn that. Okay, it's already on that, so we'll plug in. There's your video. So you got OSD on this one as well, and RSSI right there. This one has the red motors as well. I don't know which ones they are. This one and the other blue one, the one that says Clear Roach and the one that says Blue Roach, they both arm with this switch, just same as the Source 1. So towards you is arm, away from you is disarm. This switch right here. Okay? And then this will be your flight modes. Flying very smooth. Looks like the battery's going dead. Yeah, both of these.
Telemetry lost.
Both of these two have telemetry and RSSI, and like I said, this is arm towards you, away from you is disarm, and this will be your flight modes. And I just flew this. It felt like it was an angle, so I guess all the way towards you would be angle, and then all the way away from you would be acro. Okay, so that one's good. And the last one, the Blue Roach.
Throttle warning. Switch warning.
So this one has the B-Core V2, and it's got an OSD built-in receiver and OSD. This was my favorite back when I was doing Tiny Whoops last winter. I loved it. This one also has those Chowly 17K motors. There's your video. And you can see on here you got your signal. This one does have OSD. You didn't see it on here, but I believe I didn't set it up in Betaflight, so I'll do that before I send it. And it sounds like, yep, I gotta change the PWM speed on there. Alright, I'm gonna go do that real quick actually before I finish this video, so I'll be right back. Alright, so I fixed the motor PWM speed thing so it doesn't make that sound anymore, or it shouldn't anyway. I'll find out here in a second, but I totally forgot that this has the Tiny Whoop, or the Inductrix FPV, and the thing with this is, well, it had a couple broken wires, so I soldered them back, but they're all gray, and I didn't know which one was the video wire, so I couldn't run it to the video in or video out, so it doesn't have OSD. I mean, the board has OSD, but I mean, if you can figure out which one of these gray wires is the video wire, then you'll have OSD. Okay, so let's see if we took care of that other thing. And let's arm it. Yep, there we go. Oh, I forgot, this battery is like almost dead.
Telemetry lost.
This battery's huge.
Telemetry recovered.
Okay. Here we go. Okay, a couple things with this one. It needs the P for the yaw bumped up. And then also, I switched the flight mode switch and it didn't change. It was just an acro. So I'm going to have to set up the flight modes real quick. So I'll be right back again. Okay, so I've set up the flight modes. Charged up this battery a little bit. Now let's see what happens. Here we go. You know what? I don't know if... hold on a second. I gotta see if there's a... Yeah, it's set to SB. What's SB? Hold on. Ah, that's SA. Okay, I was hitting the wrong switch for flight modes. But I'm fixing it now. Alright, let's see. There we go. Okay, much better. So just remember, just like I said, and I'll do an overview real quick of all the switches for all the quads, just real fast, so that you remember. So for these two, you got arm and flight modes. Okay. These three, you got arm away from you, and then flight mode and flight mode. And then for the source one, you got arm and flight mode. Alright, that should do it. I'll get these boxed up and shipped out, and I'll send you over tracking. Alright, thanks, Jared.